Hey, we're back. Last segment, Lock 'em Up Hoops, Realistic Randy, Mastermind, BoldBarry. We just talked about Draymond Green coming back, Andrew Bogut going out, and the disappearing acts of Steph Curry. And BoldBarry alluded to the speculation of things on his mind, including some female and whatnot. I guess you're just following all the memes that are out there, and you're just rolling with it, but you don't want to call it speculation, even though there's no fact behind it. Mastermind. We are now going to talk about Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. Game 5 was a complete fantastic show by those two. I'm not a LeBron fan, but even I just had to sit back and say, all right, I just had to throw my hands up in the air and say, what can I say about this dude? And Kyrie Irving, oh, man, it looked like a street ball tournament out there, dude, out in Rucker Park or something. What do you make of Kyrie and LeBron's performance in Game 5? Will it continue in Game 6?
Question: what do we always say about LeBron James' game that he needs to work on?
Jump shots.
His jump shot. And what did he do? Game 5, he hit them jump shots. And what do we always say? If he hits his jump shot, he is completely unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Listen, he looked unstoppable Game 5, and if he continues to play like this. And Kyrie doesn't even have to do what he did like that. All Kyrie has to do is continue to play consistent and do what he does. And the Cavs can come back and win this series if LeBron is hitting his jump shots. Like, that's what you can't stop him going to the rim. Iguodala is not going to stop him going for the rim, and Draymond, he'll meet him. But we just know he's unstoppable if he hits his jump shot. He hit 4 3-pointers. He hit 8 jump shots. That's a lot of jump shots for LeBron James to hit. So. I think this can go 7 if he continues to hit his jump shots, but I still think the Warriors are going to. I don't know. I can't predict anymore because every time I predict something, I'm wrong. So
we're all off.
I don't know what it is. I would like to see a Game 7 just for basketball. You know, I'm a huge basketball fan, so watching a Game 7 would just be great for me. But Kyrie, this guy needs some more credit now. This guy is unbelievable. He's proven to be one of the best top point guards in the league. 70% in the NBA Finals. We talk about clutch performance. Man. We talk about one of the best performances we've seen in the finals. That's up there. He's up there with Vogt, and having Kyrie and LeBron beat the Warriors single-handedly. No one else. I think JR hit 10 points.
Like 12.
Everybody else was 6 points, 4 points. So they single-handedly beat this team.
Kevin Love, 3 points or something.
I don't even know who Kevin Love is anymore, actually. You might as well start RJ, to be honest. He probably might be scoring more points per game than Kevin Love in his final series, which is crazy to me. So you might as well give him the $113 million deal if you really want to be, But enough on that guy. But Kyrie Irving, I am afraid that he might try to take over Game 6 and try to do too much because he sees all the credit and all the compliments he's getting. So he does probably need to watch out on that and just probably let's see what LeBron does that first half. And then if LeBron's not on, just take over. But and he's going to need J.R. Smith to hit his shots and everybody else to hit their shots. But I think he should just let LeBron do his thing at first, see if he's hot. And then if he's not, Kyrie just take over and he's capable of doing it, so he's proved it. So I think it'll be interesting Game 6, and I'm not gonna make a prediction. I'm just gonna watch, and I'll do the analysis after. So I'm done with predictions for now. So
yeah, I'm sure Kiki Vanderwig is very excited too that this will possibly go to Game 7. More exposure, more talk, more PR, more press for the NBA. After suspending Draymond Green, so that's absolutely fantastic. And BoldBarry. Kyrie and LeBron. We had a BoldBarry therapy couch session. We should probably get back to that after the latest, it seems like every day you just go on a rant about LeBron James. But please find a way to dissect how terrible LeBron James was in Game 5.
He was all right.
So, LeBron James, man. LeBron James, man, great performance. I can't take that away from the man. We did what we were supposed to do. Kyrie finally, not finally, he's been balling all finals, but he finally just had a Wade-esque type of game. I like to say Wade type of game in the finals because what I saw what that man did in 06 was incredible. So what I watched Kyrie do last night or the other night was incredible too. I mean, he shot 70% from the field, 40 points was it or 41?
41.
Nope.
Yep.
1 points.
Both at 41.
It's ridiculous, man. The finals, and he's only 24 years old. I'm just gonna put that up there too. And like, he's just taking over. He took over that game, made Steph look like a recreational washed basketball player, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
But LeBron James did what he had to do. I like to just know some key factors that in all game fives, I think he's like 5-1 in game fives or something like that. And it's like
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to game fives, and then I think he has the highest point total in games five.
Elimination games. Yeah.
Yeah. And I always said this, that LeBron James, I witnessed it when he was in Miami Heat. I witnessed it actually when he was an old Cavalier back in 2008. Come to game five, man, he shows up, drops a 40 bomb on you. This is what he does. So I expected this type of performance from LeBron James. Now, getting to why that all happened in its own sense. So this man was, miraculously able to hit his jumpers because the defense was different and everything, and I can't take it away. He was on. There's no question about that. The man was on. But now you got Dre Dogman Green back in game 6 tonight, ready to play the ball. He's going to D you up. He's going to be there and helping you. He's going to trash talk you. He's going to get in your head. There's a lot of things going on. And for me, I'm glad you mentioned it also earlier, Mastermind, that Kyrie, I'm worried about what he's going to do because we saw it the game before that where he just came down pulling and he wasn't on. Came down the other game, game 5, pulling, but he was on and it looked good. So I want to see how miraculous they play this game. I think that honestly was an energizer game, man. I mean, they had to win that game. So they put their all into that game. Those two single-handedly alone put their all into that game. So I'm really just worried about the fatigue aspect, the mental aspect of going into another 48 minutes and being like, I have to do this against the Warriors in order to win because we, like you mentioned, nobody else scored over 10 points besides I think J.R. Smith and maybe RJ. So, you have to put that in accountability. Like these dudes will run out of gas, and I mean we know LeBron's known for having cramps and stuff too. So the guy might burn out, man. He's a big fella. The defense is definitely going to be a lot more physical now that I'm going to keep screaming that Draymond's back. So everything changes now. Like that was a free dinner for the man. So
really was.
I don't have a prediction on honestly who's going to win. I mean, I'm going to go with the Warriors because we all know where I'm not going to put my vote in for a win every night. Doesn't matter the game or the situation. But, the Warriors need to take this game. It's big for them. LeBron James, I'm hoping that he runs out of gas, but we'll see. Kyrie, let's see if you miss 7 shots again, big fella.
Yeah, let me start. First of all, LeBron. Here's the thing about LeBron. That is a bit irritating. Game 5, man, this dude was locked in. He looked calm. You would think with all the pressure mounting and I don't care what no one says. He instigated that whole thing with Draymond and to get that thing going. But knowing that, getting called out, he looked calm. You would have thought it was game 1 of the NBA Finals. He was hitting jump shots, but can you trust that to carry over in game 6? I don't necessarily know that. And then not only that, but Kyrie Irving was absolutely amazing. Kyrie Irving, the way he was balling in game 5, look, I play pickup games at 24-hour fitness around, where I stay at in the Bay Area, and he looked like a dude that just got picked up in a pickup game, at a 24-hour fitness, just dancing and making dudes look silly. It looked like a street ball tournament. It really, really did.
And Uncle Drew in the Pepsi commercials.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. Just how good he was, it was absolutely fantastic. But what have the Oklahoma City Thunder in the last series, and then the Cavaliers early on in these finals, what has the criticism been? They're trying to play hero ball. Game 5, it worked for them. That hero ball, it was basically them. They were responsible, I believe, for 97
82 points or something.
No, they scored 82. But they were responsible with assists as well for 91, 92 points, something like that. Yeah. So can you rely on that again? Now, the good thing for the Cavs, if you're going to – I'm not going to make a prediction either because I'm done. This has been too much. This has been too much to try to say, well, this is going to happen because one day Steph Curry is the unanimous MVP. The next he's, the equivalent of Matthew Dellavedova. And then, LeBron James, he's all antsy, and then he comes back and he plays like an MVP. He was a king in Game 5. I'll give you that. But if you're going to make an argument for the Cavs, they are going back home. Chuck said, the role players, they need pats on the back. They're going to have it there. Draymond, if you're going to make the argument for the Warriors, Steph Curry's getting all the criticism right now, as he should be, and that's when he seems to finally show up and play some basketball. So maybe this is going to be one of those times where he puts up 40.
Another closeout game.
Maybe this is going to be that. But I don't know. There's been too many factors to say. Anyone that can sit here and say, "Yep, I am confident this is going to happen," you're absolutely ridiculous. No one can sit here and say that. But I'm very impressed with the way that LeBron stepped up. I thought this was going to be another meltdown. Mo Space was tweeting out, baby bottle emojis and everything like that. He showed up and he played. Can this carry over to Game 6? I'm not so sure.
Might as well start watching. I've been hearing a lot of LeBron's watching The Godfather, so he might as well just watch The Godfather for Game 6 and see, it's a family movie, I guess. So that's what's been helping. That's what's been helping him win these games. It makes it seem like so they got to
team
stop.
together as a family, man.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see. It's a big game tonight.
Do y'all honestly feel or believe? I wouldn't say feel. Do y'all really believe that they can put up that performance on back-to-back nights? And not let me say that. Do you think the Warriors would allow that back-to-back nights? I feel like the Warriors a little bit allowed that because think about it. You got to remember the Warriors were going off in the first half and they shot 27% in the second half also. That's not happening back-to-back nights as well.
I would say if I'm Steve Kerr, I allow LeBron James to keep shooting jump shots because I personally don't think what he did. He made 8 jump shots in Game 5. I personally don't think that's going to carry over. So I wouldn't press Andre Iguodala or Draymond Green or Harrison Barnes and say,
I'm not saying change game plan. I'm saying, do you think he's going to perform the same exact way back-to-back nights? The Warriors would allow that. That's what
if he's making jump shots. If he's making jump shots, they're going to win the game.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, they sagged off because they know that he attacks, too. And Draymond wasn't there.
Well, that's
the way, because that's what Popovich is. That's his method. Like if he makes his shots, all right, good for him.
That's how you should play LeBron because notoriously he's not good at making jump shots. So I say stick to business as usual. Draymond Green's not going to allow those easy, paints in the baskets in the paint like that Game 5 was. They gave him a lot
more space. Jumpers, though, is what I'm saying because Draymond, with the lack of Draymond not being there, they had to sag off just a little bit to give him that space. Like he hasn't had a lot of air room like he had until the other night.
I feel like he always gets space to shoot jump shots. To be honest, that's just me.
That's just me. Forced to shoot jumpers, but if you look space to me, I looked at that space and being what
you think it was more.
He picked and choose. I think it was more than that. I think they was giving him way more space because he was able to operate. I looked at him was able to operate.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a nice couple of setbacks and stuff like that, but overall, throughout the game, I was feeling like they backed off on way too much because of Draymond not being in there, that they had to cover the paint because they know that's a strong suit. So it's still like they'll give up the jumper, but because he has so much space to operate, he's an NBA player, one of the best players in the game. You give him that much space, he's going to hit those jumpers. They're not going to give him that space again.
Yeah, and Draymond, one quick note on Draymond. He better be careful. If he picks up one tech, he is suspended again. So be on your best behavior. The NBA is
looking for that.
They're looking for him, so just chill out. They need you if you go to a Game 7. You can't miss another game if it goes to Game 7. So
see, I don't know about that. I think now that, and I'm gonna take the Reggie Miller route. I think now that the series has extended, just like Kiki Vanderwijk and the NBA, the league office wanted, I think maybe they'll say, okay, we're getting more press, we're getting more talks and everything like that. See, this the thing. This is what ticks me off about. I'm never going to get over that suspension for Draymond Green because this is what people need to realize. Everyone's saying, oh, well, they're still going to make the same amount of money no matter what. You're absolutely right. The TV deals are set. No matter how long the finals go, you're absolutely right. The NBA, they get their money whether it goes a sweep or Game 7. But if you're the NBA, if you're the league office, why would you not want to be talked about longer if possible? That's all it is. It's about press. It's about getting more press. Let's say the Warriors did win on Game 5. Now we're talking about, let's look to the draft. Let's look to free agency. Let's look to this, what's going to happen. But now we're just like and look, they know we're going to keep watching the games. It's not like we're going to be like, oh, we're outraged. That suspension should have never happened, so I'm not going to watch anymore. No, we're talking about the league right now. We're watching. We're going to watch the rest of the finals. So I think it was more about let's get more press, let's get more coverage about these finals. So yeah, so that's what it is. We're not going to make any predictions because it's too exhausting. I think I got a couple more gray hairs in my head. after
we're gonna leave
going
it to
through
y'all,
this.
man. Leave it to y'all in the polls.
Yeah, leave it to the fans. Those that are on the fan page, make some polls or leave some comments, or you can send us a tweet at LockEmUp Signing off, I'm Realistic Randy from MasterMin and BoldBarry. We'll see you next week, man.
Hey, more rides, new life, new gigs, new this, new that. My home, my place, bigger names, bigger money, smaller